Evening, everybody, and well done, Sub-Zero, for getting that. That was absolutely brilliant. And welcome to tonight's stream, which I've done no planning for at all, because right up to the point where we're actually going to do this stream, I've got problems with my time machine, but not anything I can't fix. Phil, it was your idea. See? So look, I've got vines. All I need is a Tarzan now. It hides all the wires. We're all good. So that worked a treat. Hello, Christian from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
So, what's this, Chris? You're on free 4G fibre. Still not connected 7 days now. That's disgusting. I tried to get a new electric meter today, and apparently my electric company don't do electric meters. So I don't know how they're going to charge people for buying electric. But yeah, I want to change my electric meter, but yeah, they're not having any of it. I am still doing the Sodden Tritanic, the wooden one. I think that's what you mean, the wooden one. It's probably going to be coming next week, though. I've got so many builds. I mean, in the last couple of days, I've had, and another 4 today. You know that when I visited Lou and Phil, I got to see their stashes. I got to see all the models that are waiting to be built. Well, I didn't have my own stash. I probably had 2 models. 3. I've got the mostly SR71s, but I've now got a stash, a big one, probably about 20 boxes in there. So I've got tons to do. Yes, I'm going to eBay a Tarzan. I did say to Mrs. Rhoda Wayne that I did show her one. It was a posable Disney figure Tarzan just to put down the vines here, but I've got them going everywhere. So they're actually 168 feet of vines, but they count them as one individual vine, and obviously these are like 10 or 20 together, all over the place. But it's quite a good little thing going on there. So let's get it out of the way now. I don't know what sort of problems, if you're having any. I know Phil Spruverse keeps blowing up Arduino boards, which is quite funny. I've blown up 3, I think, since I've done this build, and one of them you probably saw on Wednesday's video. Lou, not quite sure if you're having any problems at the moment, but I've got a problem at the moment. But it's nothing I can't fix. But I want to show you my idea, and I think I'm going to go with this. Now I've received these lovely metal parts from Phil, from the Metal Workers, which are really good. Really good. Got me bevel gears. I can't believe these came to America with me, and now look, they're back home again. This is what I've been waiting for, this bit here. And I'll explain how I'm going to use that in a second. But the problem I've got, let me just show you how beautiful, I love that word, beautiful, how beautiful this all looks when it's together. You ready for this? There you go. So that is the motor in there, and that's how the stack is going to look, no problems at all. So I'm really happy with how that looks. That central bit with the black on it, it's going to need some gold on it and some black bands rather than just completely black. But I just want to get the motor working at the moment. So here's the issue. The issue I've got at the moment, oops, why is my black magic not working? Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. I'm going to, there we go. Right, so this is what you've just seen. Now, if I was to light up the light here, which I'm about to do, the light works absolutely brilliant. Look, watch, ready? Oh, how beautiful is that? See? You get the idea. It's the motor that I've got a problem with. Watch the spindle of the motor here. When I touch the things together, which I'm just putting on the battery now, nothing is happening. But it's because I've got a dry connection. Ready? Watch. Why is it not working at all now? Hang on. There you go. See that working now? I've got a dry connection on this live side. See? So I've got to fix that after the stream. But you get the idea of how this is going to look. Pretty happy with that. But that dry connection, if I screw this up, I've got to break this all apart, all of the epoxy resin, everything that I've done just to get that motor out of there. That motor's pretty much sealed in there. And then what will happen is I'm going to have a tube going down this here. This is not the tube that I need. This is just an example. And another tube around the side. So the outer tube's going to keep it stable from doing this, so it won't do that. And the inner tube is the one that's going to be turning. So obviously this is just a scrap bit. That's why, look, it's all bent all over the place. But that's what I've been doing. The only other thing I've done is I've been flocking the base at the moment, and that's over here. The base, you can't really see it where the chair is over there next to the microphone. And in the process of doing that, I've managed to damage this boom mic. This no longer works. So I'm going to need another boom mic. Yeah, so it's been one of these days where I just keep breaking things at the moment and nothing's going right. The other thing is I've been to hospital today with my mum. My dad's been in hospital as well, so they've both been at it, which has been a bit stressful. So my mum is now out of hospital. She's had some sort of infusion. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been a fun day, which is why I haven't planned anything today. I'm just going to rely on the chat and go with the flow. And as I get hot, I'm going to turn the air conditioning on, because in the UK at the moment it's getting hotter, and I believe the weekend's going to get to the 30s. So that's going to be fun. So we'll have to see. Beautiful. Well, we're getting there, Raphael, but in that picture that you saw there, that was all ready to glue and everything was working, and I started to glue the motor, and then I thought I'm going to test it before I do it, and when I tested it, it didn't work, and I thought, oh, please don't tell me I've glued the motor, but I hadn't. It's just got a dry connection, so I need to fix that. Once I've done that, I'll be happy again, because both Lou and Phil and myself, I think there's something on this build that I don't know if we've shared with you, but there comes a point where you've got to get to a point of no return. So with the control box, there's going to be a point where I seal it up and I can't get to anything. And it's the same with this whole stack system here. That once it's sealed up, I can't get to anything again without ripping it apart again, which is something I really don't want to do. So I think we've got two parts of this time machine build where it's like Back to the Future, the training Back to the Future. If we pass that point of no return, oh, not good. Not good at all. But yeah, keeping me awake at night. Once that's sealed, I'll be happy, but I need to get that to that. It's collateral damage, yeah. Lots of collateral damage. Wayne said flocking. Spam, spam, spam. Oh yeah, I've been saying flocking. Oh, there's it. I've said it again. Oh my god, I've said it again. There was no car crash Tuesday. You know what, RF Fries? We did the Ferrari last night, and because I only had one stage to do, it's quite a difficult stage because half of the instructions were missing again. But we managed to do it quite well. Didn't really have an issue. So then we went on to the radial engine, which at the moment, you will see this eventually, is looking like this. Look at the gears in that. And I can't turn this now because it's engaged to a motor in there. But this is going to be quite good. And obviously these pump in and out as the thing turns around. But that's the radial engine. I don't know how much more we've got left to build of that. They said it was a 3-hour build, and I've already done 2 live streams for it, so God knows how long that's going to take. We'll have to see. It's just all come along at the same time, Raphael. It's crazy. So I've told them they're not allowed to get ill again. Did say Corby is still in the 1930s way. No, Corby's going to be in the 30s, as in centigrade. See, all you Americans are in Fahrenheit. When I went over to LA, I had to convert my phone to Fahrenheit. So people, because you'll deal with the high 80s and the 90s, but in the UK, we only tend to use those figures when it's hot. When it's cold, we go to Celsius. And when it's 0 degrees, yeah, you know about it. But John Russell there, that's a difference from Portsmouth, isn't it, John? Sunning yourself in Spain. But I like to see that I'm a world traveller and I've joined you on that beach there. Oh, which is all cool. Mitsubishi. Why are we randomly saying Mitsubishi? I believe the last Zero Fighter is coming soon. So that'll be box 12. I can't wait to get that. I really hope, with the way my luck is with electrics at the moment, really hope that works. Because with the Spitfire, it didn't. Other news. All you folks in the US who have been bugging me and emailing me and commenting about the Knight Rider for Fanhome when you're getting it, it's available now. So if you go to fanhome.com, you'll be able to order the Knight Industry 2000. Is that what it stands for? I think so. You have parts for 21 videos, Bergdis. Both they got the same problem, Neo Show. Yeah, I mean, I've sealed one side of my control box up because the way I've done mine is I've got all the wires from one side, and the side that's got the potentiometer because I got told off for not using the full word. Actually, when we started this build, I couldn't even say potentiometer. Lou and Phil had to keep correcting me. I'd call it a pot meter. I've got no wires going into that because I didn't want to risk that. So, but that seems to be the least of my problems. I think that's working fine. It's this. This is where this is the whole engineering of the gears and the motor. I think this has been terrifying all of us. Hence why we've got all of these metal parts here to actually piece together, and they are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But don't know. I'm still up in the air at the moment. I need to sit there and think about it and sleep on it, and then get up at 3 o'clock in the morning when I've come up with an idea and try something out. That's what's been going on with these builds. And you know what? It's no different to when I did the ET spaceship and the Orca. I have sleepless nights and my mind's racing about ideas and what I can do. And then sometimes it just spills over and I end up having to get up and try it out. So, did you finish the Enterprise D? I haven't even attempted it, MT. And the reason being is because A, I haven't received any in months. B, I don't know how the saucer is connecting to the star drive section. So until I know that and I've figured out what they're doing, and I'm sure it's going to be a stand that's holding the front up, I'm not going to be working on it. So it was over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in Indiana earlier this week. Greg, I think the hottest I've had out here was it last year? Year before, I think it was 41 Celsius. So I was actually in the garden with my daughter. She was camping in the garden. You know, we do that in the UK. And it was just too hot in the tent. So I slept with my head outside the tent and my body inside the tent. And at about 1 o'clock in the morning, there was a thunderstorm. So I got like rained on. But oh, it felt good. 40 degrees. I mean, we haven't got air conditioning in the UK. So apart from, perhaps I can come in here now, can't I? If it gets too hot, I'll just sit in here. It'll be like a reverse sauna. You're trying it again, aren't you, David? I'm getting really good at some of these words. Apparently, I still can't say reservoir. Reservoir. I've always called it Reservoir Dogs, and you know the Tarantino film. And Esther assures me it's Reservoir. Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir. That just sounds weird to me to say. Phil's taught me to say strategy. Strategy, even though I say it like a robot. I'm getting there. But you're just lucky I pronounce things at all. I can't even pronounce all the things on the bike here. Obviously, there's the bike. Look, that's looking really good at the moment. Oh, this is the fun thing as well. This, it's hard to see, is the colour that I've done my post thing here. Now it started off this colour. You see that green inside there? Because I matched this to the film, and to me, being colourblind, that's what it looked like to me. So once I'd done that, I took this, I got it over to the screen. I'm like, oh my God, it's more blue than that. So I put a little bit of blue in, and it still wasn't blue enough. So I think I've got it to this stage now, which is like a bluey green, I'm guessing. But I've tried to match it as best I can with the film. Also, I need to put gold at the back, obviously do these stud points here. And then this is interesting, these bits here as well. I thought these were like yellow, green and red, but they're yellow, black and red. There's no green. I thought there was a green one. There isn't. It's yellow, black and red. So goes to show how many times I've been watching The Time Machine. Far too many at the moment. Yes, Ed, I agree with you. I was watching Lou's painting of the Metalunar saucer. And that was mighty damn impressive, Lou. But I mean, once you did that top side, I'm like, yeah, okay. But then you did the I don't even know what the hell was going on the bottom side. It looked good at the end. It looked pretty amazing at the end. You've ordered the Knight Rider already, Greg? I mean, loads of people must be ordering it. The amount of emails, comments that I used to get, crazy. Wait, if you had a time machine, would I go back or forward? Forward. You're not achieving anything by going to the past. As Rafiki says, the past is behind you. You're all saying, who's Rafiki? Or what was it? The Timon. You gotta put your behind in the past. You can't find no noddle shops, even model shops, noddle shops. I bet that's a good thing. I don't know. Spain must have noddle shops. Whereabouts are you? Are you in the Costa del Sol or the Costa Brava, or are you actually on mainland Spain? What do they call that area? It's got a name, hasn't it? I can't remember the name of it. They tried to break independence from Spain, wherever that is. Where Barcelona and Playa Diara and Blanes are. Girona. You had your Pack 10 E-Tide today. I've got the Pack 10 here, Ian, but I no hardback book. Oh, bless you. The hardback book, you're going to see the video tomorrow. I'm in it. So I do show that off because I built Pack 9 today. That's going to be live on the channel tomorrow. Also, Mrs. Rhoda Wayne finished the Book Nook today. So that's going to be here on Saturday and you'll get to see what that looks. So she had some fun for that, doing that. She didn't have a lot to do, to be honest with you, so it didn't take her long. Don't order anything from Fan Helmet US until they get the delivery situation straight. Going on 5 months without R2D2 parts. That's crazy, outsider. See, I've got another delivery here of the R2D2, but they oh crap, dropped something. They seem to have quite a lot of builds. I'm looking at the US site that are out at the moment. And I haven't seen anything on their website. But what's their response, Roy? Have you asked them about that? Oh God, Robert, what are you doing? Just back from A&E, gave myself a nasty concussion. All good though. Feel like I've been on the rum all day. Everyone wants to visit the hospital. I was having a kick-off with my hospital today, I have to say, because for no reason whatsoever, they decided on the 1st of July they're gonna impose the mask mandate again. So it's like we've taken another step backwards and we're in COVID again. So we must wear masks in the hospital. They've got rid of half of the parking spaces in hospitals so staff can park there. So, you know, disabled people, nah. Patients, nah. As long as staff can get parked, it's fine. So, had a little bit of a kick-off today, I did. So, that probably adds to my stress. But I don't understand why they'd impose a mask mandate for absolutely no reason whatsoever. See, my thoughts on COVID, just so you know, because I don't normally get political, but I am now. We've all got to be exposed to it. Whether you like it or not, you got to be exposed to it. So, that's that. That's my bit. I don't know what's going on with Eaglemoss at the moment, Graham. They everything has stopped at the moment. Everything. I haven't received anything whatsoever. So, I don't know what's going on. Who knows? Who knows? Why have you not shown the double-decker bus build and the finishing of it? Because I haven't finished it yet, Kim. I've got... What am I on? Box 8? Box 9? I think that's the next one. I've got it here, and I'm going to be doing that next week. I think the last thing I did, as you can probably see down here... oh, God. Let me move that out of the way. See, I've got the top of the bus there. That was the last thing I did. So the next one's going to be out next week. I do have the box for that in my stash. Can't believe I've got a stash now. That's crazy. Marvel Phoenix, 111 here today. Oh my God. You're in Arizona, aren't you? Wow. That's crazy. That's a silly temperature. You could like bake eggs on car bonnets, can't you? That sort of heat. It's 100 here today, now down to a brisk 97. I mean, you know what, Lou? I was saying this to Phil. The California heat, they were saying it was in the high 90s some of the days I was there, but it didn't feel as hot as it did probably pretty much when we were at your place. Definitely not in the UK, and it's because of the humidity of it. Can't deal with humidity. But there you go. We're all wishing for rain for LA, because I couldn't believe the amount of water problems they have in California. I think we need to do a rain dance or something for California. Thunderstorm, is that where the hair went, Wayne? The hair went a long time ago. Needs cutting, actually. Bless me. Didn't have a shave this morning, though. My beard's getting greyer this year. Reservoir. Reservoir. Lou, the day I pronounce something right is the day, you know, something's gone wrong. I bet you 100 quid the Enterprise joins by a rotational element to fit under the T-posts on Battle Bridge, therefore no need for an extra stand. I bet that those little bits that come up do absolutely nothing. I bet. I know, Chris, I know they've said that they do, but I don't believe them. So... hey, I've got to stipulate, in my opinion, because you know, don't want to get into trouble. Hello, Helder. How's it going in sunny Scotland? Or actually, for the weather to be nice in Scotland, it has to be raining. How is it in rainy Scotland? Have you tried that colourblind corrective glasses? No, because I've got different. My colour blindness is mainly greens and browns, but unfortunately for me, it's also reds and oranges. So the purple ones and the blues I'm fine with, but the greens I struggle, and the reds I struggle as well. Hence why that thing there, which to me this looks kind of black, but you can see the greeny blue tinge on that. So, but that was the colour I originally went with. I'm like, that's way off. That was olive. Ah, terrible. Yeah, Mike, you said that. No, it's there. It's just the camera. Trust me. This is like a bluey green. It's a bluey green. Trust me. If I was to hold something black up against that, you'll see what I mean. I don't know if see the difference. But I've tried to go with what the film's got, but you know, the film's an old film, so it's been recolorized and all sorts of things. So who knows what color it is? It's like the gold band that goes around the middle. You've got these sort of like crescents on the corner where the posts join, and they've got this really weird teal color, and which again is like a greeny, bluey light color, which I'm going to struggle with. I think I found the paint that matches it, but we'll see. We'll see. But my flocking went good today. I was pretty happy with the flocking I did today. It was only a little bit, but I flocked good today. So, Roy, can't you track online with FanHome your deliveries? Because we can track in the UK. It is green. Yeah, it's definitely green. Hello, Lee Hatcher. How's it going? How's life, Wayne? Purchase that Dream Am yet? What's Am? That Dream Am yet? AM. That Dream. You've got me. I'm going to be thinking about that one now. You're building a scratch build of the Normandy SR2 from Mass Effect right now for a second time. I'm not really a game player for that sort of game anyway, Milan. So I've got no idea what that is. You got a hot tub in Crowborough. Really? And only have the heater on for 2 hours a day to heat up to 36. Wow. Are you in the hot tub now, Paul? Catalonia. That's the one that everyone's helping me out there. Catalonia. Thank you. Philip, like everyone. We should have another quiz night, shouldn't we? Questions like that would do brilliant, wouldn't it? You go back in time with some lottery numbers. What's a book nook? A book nook is when you've got too much shelf and not enough books and you want to space them out. You can get a book nook which goes in between some books, pushes them out a bit, but it's not a book. It's basically a little diorama thing going on between books. Pretty good, actually. Hello, John Hay. How's it going? You had to do some housework. Oh, and Faith's here. Hello, Faith. How's it going? Bless you. I spoke to you earlier on. Your phone case is going to be here tomorrow, Princess. Ian came last week. He dropped off a birthday present for me and a Jamaican hat. Jamaican. And Faith was here and she blanked him because Ian put her in timeout the week before, I think it was. He didn't realise it was Faith. Bless. What are we up to tonight? Absolutely nothing. It's Thursday night, Icarus. So tonight we just talk about anything and everything. And we wish and pray to the electric gods that I haven't broke this. Because I've got to desolder that red wire there. And it's on my mind. I'm going to do that after the stream. I tell you, I won't be able to sleep until that's fixed. You bought the magnifier you have. That magnifier is a godsend. You was losing screws. Now I can see them perfectly now doing the Kit Knight Rider build. Mark, you know what? My eyesight's getting so bad now that out these lenses, I used to have the middle one. But as you look now, look, I'm on the second to end one here. I used to have that one. When things get really bad, I'll be on this one. So, you know, this is eyesight not too bad. And it steadily gets worse as you go down the lenses. Bless. Tip away on a Coors Light. I haven't got any alcohol tonight. I'd rather not, to be honest with you, Neo Show. If I'm going to be playing with a soldering iron, me drinking soldering irons don't mix too well. So I do have the next pack of R2D2 here, though. As a matter of fact, that's probably what's in the box down there. I have already ordered the screws, just so you know. If you are building the R2, stand by. I do like these cameras. If you wasn't aware, look, I got 3 cameras on the go now, so I can actually go to this one, and this one. And you're going to notice that tomorrow. You'll also notice that the cutting mat's changed because Mrs. Welder Wayne destroyed it. So, but let me go to this camera. These are the metal screws that you're going to be needing to put the panels down. And these are on my Amazon store. I've got loads of these. So I don't know when we actually install those, but it's got to be coming up soon. Because, God, I can't remember what number we're on. Like 51, 2, 3, 4, 8, 58, I think we're on. Something like that. We'll have a think. You're a bit deafened today after work. Only 5 months. Try it since March 2021. I've been waiting on R2D2 parts. Stop moaning. At least his hair will look tidy. Wayne, may I ask what happened to the video 11 and 12 of the Bismarck? They're there. They're in the playlist, Keith. The only things that aren't there is the rigging. I haven't done the rigging. But they're in the playlist. Stand by. You maybe want to check now. Someone texted me the other day saying, you know what would be a good idea, Wayne, is if you put all your videos in a playlist, and then that way, when you you know, I watch them, they'll follow on, and I'm like, every one of my videos is in a playlist. What are you watching? Okay, so the Agora Bismarck, oops, stand by, is yeah, they're all in there. They're all in the playlist. Look, I'm going to link the playlist to you in chat. I'm aware I'm about 20 years behind on chat probably, but there you go. It's there now. You've been waiting a couple of months for my subscription on the James Bond car. Got a couple of pieces from Eagle Moss and it stopped. I didn't even think that was anywhere at the moment, Raphael. I thought that was gone. So, I mean, credit to you for getting hold of it, but I couldn't get hold of it here. The one I built was for someone else who had the whole lot. I think that's probably the best way to do that build, to be honest with you, is to save it all up and do it in one go at the end. But I'll have to see. Hello, Alex. How's it going? You bought some figures from Eagle Moss Sale. They came next day, so it's only new stock they have a problem with. Yeah, I think they're getting rid of a lot of old stock, Alex, because I got an email saying they're 75% off. And then I think underneath it said with a further 10% off. That makes 80% on selected lines. That must be some cheap stuff. I didn't look, to be honest with you, but 75% off. Wow. I think it's with Hachette you have finished the Routemaster bus. I never did the Hachette Routemaster bus. Yeah, I never did the Hachette Routemaster bus. It was one of these builds that I was kicking myself for not doing. But they do have the same excuse. But you know what? The no one else at the moment in the UK has got that problem. I'm just thinking about every delivery I'm getting at the moment, and I'm getting everything, but I'm not getting anything from Eagle Moss at all. So I don't know what's going on. Much love from Texas. Oh, I was in Texas for about 21 minutes. Phil, if Phil's watching, he knows what I mean. We had 21 minutes to get from our gate at the airport to the next gate, which was in a completely different terminal. So we had to get on a train. And Dallas Fort Worth Airport is, oh my God, it's the biggest airport known to man. But we did it. As soon as we got to the gate, they were actually starting to board. But that was a little bit fun. You know what, Ed? When I went to Lake Mead, when I went to Las Vegas, we did the Hoover Dam tour, and we did the below the rim on the helicopter, and they showed us Lake Mead, and they showed us the discoloration on the cliffs around it, and shows where the water level used to be and how far it's dropped. Terrible. But, you know, water's probably going to be a commodity out there soon, Ed, and I wouldn't be surprised if pipelines start to get built or it starts to get, you know, sent in. I don't know. But, I don't know. I'm sure Colorado's got an abundance of it. You heard Eaglemoss having legal trouble? I haven't heard anything about that. Only from what Outsider had said on his video. Increased demand on packages. That's a good thing, surely. That means that they'll have hundreds of things coming soon, Roy. Just so you know, this microphone, it actually fell off the stand. So even though it looks good, look, check the other side out. It's bent. That's not meant to look like that. So that's in the bin. So there we go. We've got the new invisible mic. Which should be fun. This camcorder, just so you know, that on the Blackmagic. So these are the two that I normally use, and these are the ones that I can actually zoom out quite well, and they're a lot better quality than the webcams I was using. Look at my fingernails, how filthy they are. But this one, which is here, this is my new one here, and the color just seems to be so much better on it. But the good thing about it is when I first bought these camcorders, they were around about £350. I got that for £90 now, because obviously it's an old one. So very happy with that. And the advantage with having camcorders rather than a webcam is if something goes wrong, or we have a power cut or something like that, all of the memory cards are independent from the computer, so I won't lose anything. The only thing I stand to lose is the sound, but that's happened a couple of times and people have said it's not too bad. But there you go. Very surprising that it's dry in the desert. Yeah, but Jimmy, from what I understand with deserts is that in the desert it's extremely cold at night, and I said I've been to Vegas when it's been icy, very icy. So, and obviously, I'm guessing when it's icy and cold, then that's in itself gonna make dew. So you're gonna have dew. Have I said that right? DEW, dew. Anyone know any English classes I could take? The great bit has something to do with you being 50th, your 50th year. Yeah, tell me about it. So I'm 50 next year. That's going to be fun. Did you finish R2-D2? Derek, I've got a finished R2-D2 right there. But I'm building another one. So it's all good. Surprisingly not raining in Scotland. Human as heck. That's crazy. I don't believe you, Robert. That's just a fallacy. It always rains in Scotland. Not sunny at all. Quite grime today in sunny Oban. You've ordered the first Titanic pack only to discover my daughter bought me the Lego Titan. I said, "Wow, you know what? I've just noticed that it's 8:33 when I've read this message. So Lou, you've probably already gone. So take care." Hello, Paul. How's it going? You received your Pack 8 bus. That's what I've got to do. The Pack 8. Loads of screws and wires and testing to do. Okay. Well, I did get now part work upgrades are gonna be. They're probably in the store now, actually. Oh God, where are they gone? Stand by. I can't show you. Oh, there they are. These, because I had a couple of problems where I hadn't put the wires in long enough, so they don't quite reach the circuit board. But you can get these, which are basically extension cables. So just plug in one end, and it'll extend those cables up. All good. There are some mock models of Titanic out there. Some with 11,000 bricks and one with 30,000. Ugh, can't be doing that. You can only track if they send out a shipment. Yeah, that's a good point. They're not even shipping. Crazy. But when they even though they charge me, so when they charged you in April, Roy, I'm guessing you haven't had any more payments come out, because I've had a payment for the Enterprise come out. Was it last month? But I haven't received anything. So, and I pay up front, so I pay 3 months up front. But no, not quite sure what's happening there. Hello, Pete. How's it going? There we go. The model of the Normandy SR2 is 3 foot long, wow, and has interior detail behind the windows and accurate lighting. I'm doing it in Alliance Markings this time, rather than the Cerberus markings. Wow. Pictures Milan, definitely. I'd love to see that. Where in the house do you have too much shelf? In your house do you have too much shelf? What? Oh, bless. I'm not buying enough books. Oh, David, you have no idea. If Mrs. Welder Wayne's not buying fabric, I mean, look, this is Mrs. Is she out there at the moment? She's out there, so she's probably smiling about this, right? So I'm gonna be locked in here anyway. So apart from like 10 million tons of fabric that she brought back from America with her, and God knows what else she's getting through the post at the moment, she's currently making a wicker basket for a doll's house. And I thought, okay, fair enough. You know, she's been doing the doll's house and she's got the fabric. And then I went into the house just before the stream started, and it looks like she's making candles and soap. It's like Fight Club. It's like Tyler Durden making soap. And the house stinks of soap. That woman, I'm telling you. Wow. Got a production line going on. She's going to be the founder of Project Mayhem and the Paper Street Soap Company. If you haven't watched Fight Club, that's probably completely over your head. I'm doing okay, James. I'm doing okay. Now I'm still stressed about this motor, but once I fix this dry joint, I think we'll be okay. If that motor breaks, I'm going to be inconsolable. You told that Eaglemoss was suing Kenko. They were fudging the numbers on how many parts that they were actually shipping. Weird. But they do have a lot of phone problems at the moment. Have you noticed that? If you've watched the UK and the EU site, it seems like the phones keep going down all the time. What number on the Titanic? Well, I'm doing the Eaglemoss. I'm on pack 5, I think. I don't know what numbers that's up to. And the Agora models, I think we've only done the first 4 or 5. First 4, I think it is. I'm waiting for part 2 of that one to come. Off to Hampton Court tomorrow. Bit of Henry VIII faction, Gary. I've actually never been to Hampton Court. This is where Wayne has. I know they've got a maze there, haven't they? But I've never been. So I thought that's Wayne having a secret dress-up moment. What? What did I miss? You bought and built the Lego Afterlight Creator Edition kit, and it comes complete, unlike Eaglemoss. As you notice, the Enterprise isn't here. As a matter of fact, I've still got the Eaglemoss DeLorean there because I like the DeLorean. The billboard there was made by Luxury Model Customs, but they don't exist anymore. You can't get that anymore. But I mean, it looks pretty impressive out there. That's definite. I'm not at the moment, Gramble. Until people start getting it again, I don't know what's happening, to be honest with you. Books. I had this idea since the movie 2012 came out. I can't find any who understand my ideas because it's very different. Take care, Lou. I said that you're probably already gone. Just to mess with Phil. I watched the rest on delay. Oh, bless. Why am I so behind on chat again? Yum yum, Lou. He's probably extra hungry tonight, Phil. That's what it is. Oh, bless. Calispera, what? Calispera, Wayne. What? For your information, Normandy is a science fiction stealth frigate of sleek, curvy design from Mass Effect. If you Google right, okay. I'm a World of Warcraft player. I play medieval role-playing games. Occasionally, I'll play Rocket League, but those sort of games, yeah. Have you noticed a power drain on the control board for the Bismarck even when it's turned off? Yes. That's one of the reasons why I don't keep the batteries in the remote control. As a matter of fact, someone that I know has installed a switch into the remote control to actually just disconnect the battery rather than have to keep taking them out. And with the control board actually on the Bismarck itself, the stand, I use the power mod, so I don't worry about that problem. But I don't like the switch. I wish that it just had a normal on-off switch rather than that touch-sensitive thing, because mine does have a habit of turning itself off, and I've got no idea why. So, pretty much all of Eaglemoss has stock issues with every build. Must be a cargo ship went down in the seas. Howard, you know what? When the DeLorean came out, just trying to think. Yeah, probably the DeLorean. That's the only one I can think of from Eaglemoss that I did before all the rest of them came out. Never had one issue. Not one late issue, apart from, I think, issue 130. And you heard it in my video where I said I did 132 and then went back and did 131. But no, didn't have an issue at all. I think the only issue I had was when I had a broken part and I had to wait for it to be delivered again. But it got delivered in time, the first one. I haven't received issue 35 at all of the Ecto one. So, nor's Nick Barmer, who's in chat as well, I believe. He hasn't received his, and he only lives down the road from me. So, I've got no idea, John. I don't even know if that's still available, you know. But they must have stock for customer service issues from that. But, I mean, I wish I had a contact name for you, John. I know no one. No one. I'm very independent and alone. Sorry about Dallas Fort Worth Airport. No, don't. I mean, it's a lovely airport, ginormous, but lovely. But God, yeah, it was a mission. But you know what? When we got on our plane to LA, we both sat there, and I'm sure it was like sense of achievement. It's like, wow, can't believe we did that. But you know what? It's those sort of things that make the holidays and stuff more memorable. Do you remember that time we were running across Dallas Fort Worth Airport? Hi, Wen. Where can I get the electric light to go around the DeLorean? Well, that you can get as a mod from Model Mods. They do an EL light mod. Now, my one isn't from Model Mods. I actually did that before Model Mods came out. And I went to elcraft.co.uk. I think that's what it was called. But yeah, you can get the full kit now through Model Mods and just put the flux bands in. All cool. This is from someone close to Eaglemoss on Reddit explained. Eaglemoss are having a dispute with Chinese manufacturer. They have stopped manufacturing since the start of the Ukraine war, and then they have run down majority of stock. Their trick was to... God, it's so big, I'm going to just have to read this from the thing. The trick was to prioritise new subs, so for the first 5 months, perfect deliveries, and then they get to experience the usual dealings with them. The only way of resolving this is Eaglemoss finding another manufacturer. But although Eaglemoss have the license rights for the models, the Chinese company own the design of the kits and the molds, and there is no possibility of them letting go to those high-value items. They'll probably start producing knockoffs to the China massively modelling community. So for Eaglemoss to use another manufacturer, they would need to either reverse engineer the kit, which would take around 4 months. Then they would need manufacturer to build the molds a further 2 to 3 months. Wow, this is an essay, but I will read it. Production of all kits and quality control testing and building the new kits 2 months. If successful, production would take 6 to 8 months to produce the first parts to cater for the massive backlog. But they won't just send 4 containers of parts. They'll wait until they fill 20 to 30, at least, then 2 to 3 months for cargo shipping. Once it reaches Eaglemoss, it can take 3 to 4 months to seal in parts packages and organise them. Then they'll ship these to... Wow, so we're talking a year. If that's true, we're talking a year. So as you can see, there is a reason for not getting parts, and the reason Eaglemoss haven't announced this, everyone would want refunds to cancel all subscriptions. Okay, which would seriously cause issues for them. Instead, like Zoe gave Eaglemoss the usual scripted answers. My argument to that, because I've got to play devil's advocate, James, is that by doing nothing and saying nothing, then you're going to have the same thing, aren't you? If you paid money and you're not getting anything, what are you going to do? So, I don't know. What's the school of thought? Would you rather know what's happening and know that you're going to have an 8-month delay, or just be left hanging for 8 months? I mean, either situation is not good, but that's quite worrying. If it's true, I don't know. But again, I can only speculate. I'm not a representative of Eaglemoss, and Eaglemoss are the ones that have the power to inform, and I'm sure they do that well on their Facebook channel and their social media. But I don't know, so I'm guessing it's all speculation. Now that oil is a naughty word. I heard that everyone's trying to get rid of your Scottish... What's her little name? Nicola Sturgeon. Trying to get rid of Nicola Sturgeon now. Can you sell water? How are you going to get it to America? One big pipeline, Alex. That's what they need. You think most of Eagle Moss is on holiday? Question. Why are my Titanic Pass from Agora coming from the UK? I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question, Phil. I'll have to figure that one out. Because I was under the impression they're coming from like North Carolina or something. But Wayne, from what Brent told me, Kenko is getting sued by Eagle Moss for fudging the numbers on how many parts they're actually sending out. The thing is with that is like, with what James has just said and with what you've said before, Roy, with Kenko and all of that, something's not right. Really, something's not right. And I can't comment because any comment that I make on it, I'll be speculating. So I don't know. I haven't got a clue. So I'm in the same boat as all of you. I just sit and wait patiently, and if something turns up, it turns up. Saying that, I have had a delivery from Eagle Moss. I've had the Eleanor. I've had the next Eleanor. But in the last like month, I've had 3 deliveries of Eleanor. So I don't know if I was behind or what, but yeah. So I have had the Eleanor. So that's probably going to be up. I might get that up for Sunday actually, because there's not a lot to do in it. Ah, Mrs. Welder Wayne's quick with the answer there. Look, because it sets out. That's why it's coming from the UK, Phil, because it sets out from Southampton. See, look, not due, it's do. The dew point. I'm sure we say due in the UK. So it's you know, did you see the morning dew? Did you see the morning dew? I need English lessons severely. I am a classic My Fair Lady candidate, I'm telling you. Oh. The rain in Spain stays mainly on Wayne. See, I can do that. Yep, there we go. Ian's just said the extension cables are ready to go. I mean, they're invaluable. So a lot of these builds use those 1.25 millimeter JST, the little white plugs. If you need extensions for that, part work upgrades, I'm always needing them because I never leave enough wire. And I don't like pulling the wires. That's asking for trouble. So, and there we go. Look, Ian's put a link in there as well. Thank you, Ian. Look, there's the link there. But go back into chat and you'll be able to see that. No problems at all. The rain in Spain stays mainly on Wayne. I can say that. The water in Mallorca don't taste quite like water. Do you remember the old British advert? Was that for Carling Black Label or Carlsberg? The girl was trying to say that. Typical like Essex Cockney accent. The water in Mallorca. I can say it properly, I think. The water in Mallorca. Hurricanes hardly ever happen in Hampshire. Are they only charging back in that? Right, okay. That's cool. For your information, the centre cone on the rear motor housing is dark green, not black. Yeah, it's not coming out well on camera, Phil. It is green. Like you can see the inside, that green, it's just a slightly darker shade of that. But it's got more bluish in it. I don't know. You know what? That's the fun of this. I mean, mine could be pink for all I know. It'd be interesting to see what we all come up with at the end, I have to say. I mean, I haven't even thought about decals yet. I'm just, at the moment, this whole build is just getting the electrics now. Getting the electrics and stuff done. Then I can add all the detail afterwards. But, yeah, fun. Hello, Sheldon. How's it going? Yeah, I did. I locked Mrs. Wellaway in the workshop earlier on. Sorry about that. What's my favourite drink? I like rum. I like Kraken rum. Nobody's new. If we're talking alcoholic drink. But since coming back from America, I'm rather partial to the bourbon now as well. Fight Club's a classic movie. Some 9 Inch Nails. Well, the Dust Brothers is the main soundtrack there. I've got the soundtrack here. It's one of my favourite films, Fight Club. I absolutely love it. Wayne's lucky I switched from hobby to hobby and not husband to husband. Oh, that was uncalled for. Yeah, they're trying to get compensation from the distributor for fraud. but there was an issue and it's getting costly. So the old models in the sales and all that are costly need cash flow. See, this is the problem. If you don't communicate with your public, all sorts of stories are going to come out. I don't know. I get in trouble if I say things, so I don't speculate anymore. I just read out what you can speculate as much as you want. I can't. I'm miles behind on chat. I am. I'm sorry about that. I am very sorry about that. It's just me. I keep rabbiting on. But that's Thursday nights for you, isn't it? Thank you, Datehole. I'm still need those 200 Pokemon, you know. It's not happening. I thought I could get them at the hospital today, but no such luck. You're wanting a fan home C3PO. You know what? I'm surprised no one's done that yet. Nobody knew. I mean, I've got the C3PO here, but that's just a toy which I've stuck electrics in. But to have a full size, like that sort of size C3PO with, say, a metal sort of plate, oh, that'd be great. But the licensing on that's probably very expensive. I don't know if I replied to your question. Sorry, Andrew, I must have missed it. About the rope play. Yeah, I did. I have. But I'm just behind on chat, as everyone says. It's Thursday. If I'm still learning to speak English, then I'm learning to read as well. I'm gonna lurk a while. Put some food in the protein. That's no problems. You'd rather know what's happening? Yeah, I think I would as well. Because the problem is, if you don't tell people what's happening, people will speculate. And then with speculation, you're going to get unfounded truths. You're going to get distorted truths. You're going to get blatant falsehoods. So at least if you tell people what's happening, everyone's singing off the same hymn sheet. Oh, I sound like a training blimmin' person using terms like that. But I mean, all fair play to Panini Collections and Centuria. When the Ferrari was out of stock, they're like, probably going to be a couple of months before we get any others. What can you say? It's like, okay. But that's almost finished now. Hello, John Alex Scale Modelling. How's it going? You're late? You are late. We've got 8 minutes left. We pronounce it Jew, but it's spelt Jew. Do. Jew is the English pronunciation for morning damp. There we go. See? I'm not the only one who has problems with English. You can't say who that advert was for. I work for them. Oh, do you? I'm sure it was Carling Black Label or Carlsberg or Heineken. I don't know. One of the two, 3, 4. Heineken. It was a Heineken advert. There we go. Thank you, Portland. And James has already got a box of those connectors. They're a godsend, I tell you, James. Absolute godsend. Wayne, some person sells parts issues for Ghostbusters X Time, Fast and Furious, build Dodge Charger issues on eBay. Wow. Pretty hard because like they're not available in retail, so they must be. Wow, I can't think where they're getting them from. I don't know. The mash get smashed. Are we talking all these 80s? Remember Whitbread Best Bitter Beer? Well, that four-legged koi had a female decoy. Proving Ivan's best bitter beer. Do you remember that? The Kiora adverts. Too orangey for crows, just for me and my dog. Always have a bullet bourbon. I've got some bullet bourbon here. But the Justin's House of Bourbon. Bourbon. See? I'm really struggling with English tonight, and I'm not even having a drink. You'd like a Dalek the same size as R2-D2. That could be good. I probably want it bigger. Daleks need to be ginormous. That's the next thing that I think you need, Phil. You need a Dalek feature in the garden. That'd be brilliant. Full size Dalek, perhaps. I'm just spitballing here. You know, they're not all good ideas. But you know, it would look good. I don't know where, but it would look good. Full size Dalek in the garden. You want me to pitch the idea to Mrs. Brewverse? Oh, bless. Honestly, with customers, it's always important. We're so far into the enterprise build, not like it will be binned. Yeah, Icarus, I've been so tempted a couple of times to bin it and just count my losses, I tell you. Roy, Outsider, did bin his. So. But there you go. Boddington's advert. Buy Ekpetal. You smell right gorgeous tonight. That was Melanie Sykes, wasn't it? One of those. Garni Bay said it X-Wing. Yeah, he can dream on, Master Lemon Lime. Who's going to pay that? They made a 3-foot tall Dalek a few years back. Saw it in Toys R Us. If you have a drink, it might help with your English. Perhaps, yeah, definitely. Look, I've caught up with chat now. I'm so happy. You're a Welshman who lives in Salisbury these days. I still say some things in Welsh as a habit. With Welsh, trying to get the Llangollen. See, look, I told you, Roy calls his enterprise, he calls the bin home. But I mean, we must have all had models where we've done that. I mean, if you haven't seen my HMS Victory, though, that had a Viking funeral. I had a pyre and everything, and you know, it's short of having some sort of like Mendelssohn music playing in the background or something. It was poetic watching it burn in flames. But yeah, there's been models where they've tried. But I mean, I probably freak you out here, but you know the Batman Tumbler, the Eddie Stobart trial, the Alien trial, and I'm missing one, but we did another trial. Harry Potter Express, did I say that? Yeah, they're all in the bin. I didn't keep them. So once the videos were done, they're out of here. Because I haven't got room for clutter in here. So, but there you go. Static on the line. Oh no, it's Wayne speaking Welsh. Alex, you should hear me. When I used to have a dentist, I had a dentist called Jorge, I think he was, and he's Spanish. And me trying to do a Spanish accent, I'm not going to do it on stream because I'll embarrass myself and I'll probably offend people as well. But I cannot do a Spanish accent. My Spanish accent sounds Japanese. Mrs. Welder Wayne, when she heard that for the first time, she just couldn't stop laughing. But yeah, so I knocked that profession on the head, and I'm no longer an impressionist. But there you go. My uncle made my mum a Dalek that she ride in when they were kids. Well, when I lived in Basildon, and if anyone lives in Basildon, you'll probably know this, that down a street called Luncey's Road, near the Winged Horse pub, there was a person there who had a full-size Dalek in his garden. It was there for years. I'm guessing, as Doctor Who started to get more popular again, he sold it because it's not there anymore. But yeah, pretty cool. Cool. You were so excited every time I got another part of the Enterprise. Oh, sorry, Graham. Now I don't know if I want to carry on. Like, you paid 3 months up front but had nothing. Yeah, it's... I mean, at the moment, if you remember, it was up on the wall up here. I've taken it down and hidden it now because it depresses me just looking at it. So until that gets itself together, I don't have to look at it now. But there you go. But we're coming to the end of the stream. That's gone really quick. So after this stream, I am going to battle with this, try and get this motor dry joint fixed. But thank you for joining me tonight. Now, once again, as I said, tomorrow we've got the Jaguar Box 9. That's going to be up. Saturday, we've got Mrs. Wilder Wayne's Book Nook finished. And then Sunday, I think we'll get this Eleanor sorted. So that's all up to date and done and dusted. But thank you for joining me tonight. Next live stream will be Tuesday next week. We're back to Car Crash Tuesday. On Saturday, I am going to be watching the new 4 movie as well. So I'll give you my thoughts and impressions on that. I don't know why Mrs. Wilder Wayne's up there. I haven't got a clue. Report your question if he's missed it. What? Silvestri, what did I say? Repost, I think. You haven't replied to me yet. Silvestri, sorry. What did you say? I'm looking up. I'm scrolling up. And I'm looking. I can't see a question from you. Can you write it again, Silvestri? I will answer it before I go, I promise. If you get it. Question. Will my Kenner David Hasselhoff figure fit in the Knight Rider 1.8 model? Honestly, I don't know. 1.8 figure. Theoretically, yes. If it's 1.8, it should do. Is it posable? But actually, no. I think it might come up a little bit small. Silvestri. So hopefully that's answered your question. I think it's going to come up too small. Try it. I'm sure someone's going to make one in the modding community. Anyway, listen, thank you all for joining me tonight, and take care.